Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, when all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Mashah, Bashim Makar, Wadash, double honors to the Apostle Nils, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the brothers duly workers of sincerity and the truth, the hopeful elect. The brothers wait every day, patiently for Yahweh, Bashim Mashah to return so we can get out this place. Peace and salutations to the brothers. Right. Yeah. Seems like through the spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Mashah, Yahweh, Bashim Mashah. It's like the military action that went against the Iranian commander up in Baghdad. Seems like a war might be or may not be looming. As the scriptures say, a lot of things are going to have to happen before the time of World War III, because a lot of Israelites believe that World War III is just going to be the World War. This going to actually be the time that World War III is going to happen. But through the scriptures, we know a great millstone and other brothers that followed the Apostle Nils, a great millstone away from the Apostle Tahar down. I mean, men of the Lord to show him, that the alignment, basically the order that it's supposed to be in. I mean, that it's going to be basically what we're looking for is the one of the main prophecies of Chip. That if anything, this last war is going to be a war of nuclear destruction, which America is going to be wiped out 100%. So right now you're seeing little skirmishes, wars, but ultimately, this thing is about well, let's put it like this: the nations are angry. They're tired of America. Most High got basically Babylon is set up as the whipping stick of the nations, and mainly we're at the captivity of the Israelites. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of scriptures, not too many, because if you look at the news, you'll see a lot of foreign nations besides Iran denouncing the attack, mainly on that Iraqi commander, Salami or something of that nature. Okay. So soon enough, we're gonna see. Because if you look, you see that those nations are actually basically threatening America. You see the death to America, what you used to find with the back in the day with the Ayatollah or Maine. I believe back in the day when I was young, it used to be Iran or Iraq or the Muslim nations against America to say death to America, but the Most High is saying death to America, right? And, Okay, so I'm just read this, precept. This is Revelation 11:18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, at the time of the dead, that they should judge them that should give it. They should judge that they should be judged, that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants and the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and thou shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." Right? Okay? Because the nations are angry, man. They're tired of America coming and putting their nose in the business. Right now, they even had, there's a lot of threats that's coming out of the other foreign nations. And these nations not playing. But this is all what Yahweh Shem Shai is putting to the forefront, man. The heathen are that the other nations are angry, They're ready to go to war, man. Okay, this is Jeremiah 51. I'm going to start at 6. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquities. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense." Right? The Lord's going to render America a recompense, And how that's going to be? Through nuclear destruction, man. All these nations going to set off their nuclear warheads and shoot upon this place, man. It's going to give them, it's going to place America flat, It's stirring up. The Most High is giving Esau Esau, the nations is hating this place. Esau is basically the big objective, man. Great Satan. Alright? Verse 7 says, "Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken." Right? He made all the earth drunken. They came with your philosophies. You came with the IMF. You made them basically slaves to the American way. You gotta speak English to be a pilot. You gotta actually have everything is followed by the United States. They lose their women because the other nations' women want to come over here and be backwards. So the rest of the world is tired of this place, man. Continue reading. It says the nations are drunken of her wine. Yeah, the nations are drunken. They went on the way of America. They went on the way of America, and now look what it did to them. They got to stick to some, and they got to stay in line with America or the Edomite way, the draconian system, and they got to play ball. Okay. Therefore, the nations are mad. Yeah, they're angry, man. They're super angry, man. Why? Because they actually fell for this shit. Hook, line, and sinker, and still get their butt into the stick. Right? Babylon is, verse 8, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for it take balm for pain, and so that she may be healed." So, hey, so may she may be healed. This place is not going to be healed soon enough. And it's not because of what the men of the Lord are doing. The Lord is giving us and revealed the secrets through the scriptures that this thing's about to happen, man. Right? We would have healed Babylon. Yeah, you would if you could. They would. She would not be healed. She is not healed. No, because the Lord has sent his nuclear missiles upon this place, man. Actually, he's putting it in big debt that it can't climb out of. The rest of the nations are living third world conditions. No matter if they have big quantities of resources, which America is basically going after. Trump, even if it's a distraction, what they say of the impeachment. The man bombed a high-ranking commander, and then I've seen the funeral. You know, I seen with the funeral and how many people were out there, man. That man was beloved, and these nations are vowing to destroy America, man. Okay, it says, "Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches into heaven, and is lifted up, and even to the skies." Right? It's I mean, they're in the heavens, destroying that. How about Shemel Shah? I've seen it. I mean, there's so much dirt that America has did. It's reached the heavens, man. You know, you got space stations out there. You know, wickedness. You got a car floating out there. You know, just because. Let's go here. These nations are angry, man. This is Isaiah 34:2. Let's read verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all the things that come forth. For the indignation is righteous hatred of the Lord is upon all nations." You know, the Most High has seen this thing, man. He's seen the destruction of this world, man. His word that he basically put together, that is being polluted. He's seen the destruction of his people, which he loved, man. You know, and that's all to the rest of the nations. And he said his fury is upon all their armies, right? That's all armies of who? Esau and the rest of these nations. You know, who actually the rest of these nations don't get a pass because they getting attacked by Esau. They got their governments. They got their the nations got their they got their consolation prize. You know, they got their lands. Us Israelites don't have them. You know, I'm gonna read it again. It says, "For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter." So they're gonna all be in the slaughter. They're gonna all be in the bad case. But right now, you know, all the nations are being gathered together. The Most High is really putting this thing into play, where it's gonna be to the point where they're gonna have Esau is going to really fail, and the rest of the nations going to go right behind them, man. It says, "And their slain shall be cast out in the stink." Let me just jump down. No, you know what? No. No, the nations are angry, man. So you can see, and as you see with the commander that they destroyed, man, this is a blessing at this time, man. We close, but just not yet, man. All right? How about Shemel Shah ain't cooled you nations either, man. All right? Right. This is Zechariah 1:15. It says, "I am." Let me see. It says, "I am very sore and displeased with the heathen, that I had ease before, but I was it says, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction." Of course, they helped forward the affliction, man. They had a big old get together that they didn't want the Israelites to know who they was. You know, you don't go to no stores in the city, and these heathen tell you who you are, man. They had a big thing. That's why they got that's why Esau has that's why the nations have you got a lot of, you got the EU, you know, you got the League of Nations, you know, what you call the EU, you know. You got a lot of those those groups that keep Israel down, man. The Lord is displeased with them, man. So the Lord angry with them, man. The Lord is about to show and bring forth the wrath, man. They held forth the affliction. What did they do? When we got down to the point where we tried to get out of Babylon, it was help. The Babylonians had help. And all through the centuries, they hated us Israelites, man. So you nations ain't gonna get away with this, man. You part of it. Okay, this is Revelation 14 and 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations to drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right? Meaning what? Take on philosophies, take on the way of America, which is not good. Everything America and Babylon stands for, even the nation stands for, is contrary to the blessings of Yahweh Shem Shah. I'm gonna make these men to receive that mark, man. The mark of the beast. And so soon enough it's gonna happen. It's Psalms 2:1. It says, why does the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? And the heathen rage, let's get that word rage real quick. Ragash, okay? Ragash. It means to be in a tumult or a commotion, or to conspire to plot. And guess who they conspired to plot against? The Lord's people. Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves and a ruler to take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us, right? And that's what they wanted to do, man. And but the Most High said this, he said, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, because you ain't going to do nothing against his people, man. You just going to take it, man. You can be mad, but the Most High is the one who's doing this, man. The Lord shall have them in derision. So, verse 5 is, and then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore display. So no matter what's going on in this world, the Most High still going to have the upper hand and destroy this nation and destroy this world, man. Okay? He's going to put this place to shame. And he's going to do it with his men, man. So, hey, the heathen can continue to rage, but Yahweh Shem Shai got this place already set up, So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Shem Carter, God's peace, salutation, shalom.